and you can join us here. Okay, let me get it started. It's exactly 4:08 a.m. right now, and we're about to get this whole journey started. Once again, I say welcome to everybody. This is Morimi High School alumni training session on Hey High. We're so happy to have you all. My name is Adebayo Adeshida. I am the current public relations officer for this great alumni body. I'm a tech professional by day, a seasoned tech professional by the way, that has been practicing for the past 16 plus years, helping so many Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 100 companies across North America with their technology implementations. Today is not about me. Today is about artificial intelligence. Today is about how we can leverage AI in our everyday effort, how to improve how we do things. I believe strongly that at the end of this training session, we will be very happy. We will learn quite a lot on how we can get our business going, on how we can improve how we conduct our daily lives, and how to make money at the end of the day. We'll also learn all about that. We brought in a very good friend of mine, a professional and a Morimite who has been doing this for several years. He has several years of experience training different organizations and different institutes. Without further ado, I'm going to bring on board the CEO of Cranville Technology Training Institute to help us out with this training. I'm passing it over to our trainer for the day. Thank you so much, Mr. Hakishobolo. You're welcome. You have the floor.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vio. And I want to say a big thank you to the alumni for giving me this opportunity to, just rub minds with everyone on this call. So I will appreciate it if we can, because we don't have much time. So I would love it if we can introduce ourselves on in the chats room and let us know what's your expectation for this training session. What are you looking forward to in this training session? Please allow me to share my screen, and then we'll take it from there. I believe that we're going to have a wonderful time. I'm not here because I know better than you. We're just here to rub minds and all of that. So um, please put in the chat box your name, what you do, what is your expectation for this presentation. Okay, good. I hope you can see my screen. We're looking at thriving with artificial intelligence. As how do you thrive in this AI era? Like Bayo has introduced me, this is who I am. I'm Akiola Shobola. I'm the MDC of Canaanville Digital Solutions. I want to be sure you can hear me. So if you can hear me, either you use one of the emoji buttons or do a thumbs up. Let me know that you can hear me. And let's have the, I've not seen any message in the chat box. Please, let's have the chat box. Okay, someone is saying I'm not loud enough. Oh,
I think you're not
all right.
loud enough, Michael. Okay, please.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Um, Let me try and increase. Can you hear me now? I want to be sure you can hear me very well.
Mrs. Gladys is saying she still can't hear you very well. So
So I've increased my volume. Bio, can you hear me?
it's getting better. It's getting better.
Okay,
Okay,
can
I'm
you hear me
hearing
now?
Mrs. Rashida is saying the same thing. Maybe we
Wow.
need to increase it some more.
I've tried to increase it. Um,
Okay, now Dr. Lasami is saying I can. Okay, Mrs. Gladys is supporting you. I think we're good.
oh, okay, great. Thank you so much. So what I said is that I would like that first of all, I want to thank the alumni for giving this opportunity. I did not take it for granted. And it's an opportunity for us to rub minds. And this is who I am. And I also want you to also put in your chat in the chat box what you do, who you are, so that I will get to know you better. So tell me your name, tell me what you do. You can even tell us your set. And of course, even if you're not a Metamite, let's know. And then let us know your expectation for this session. Let's know your expectation for this session so that we're able to meet your expectation and if possible, surpass your expectation. Okay, I am Akinola Shobola in Metamite, like Bayo has said. I'm the lead consultant at Kenanville Digital Literacy Academy. And we also do different data solutions. So my company is Kenanville Digital Solutions. I'm a Google certified digital marketing expert, a live member and field representative of Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship International. I am a digital literacy coach and I train people on AI. So why do I do what I do? I've seen a lot of professionals spend their life, to upskill, to become professionals, to become to become great at what they do. But it's so unfortunate that due to introduction of new technologies, these people begin to fade out. They begin to fizzle out. And people who are like the best in their field, before you know it, nobody reckons with them anymore. And that's why I decided to start training professionals on how to leverage AI and technology. So that's who I am and what I try to do. I want to try to make sure that this session today is not going to be technical. I'll make it as easy and possible so that we just network, but more importantly, see how we can leverage AI. So, and like I said, it's going to be very simple. The time is short, but we'll try to give you value in this short period of time we have. Today is not about talking about my courses or what I teach, but I just want to make sure you get value. I want it to be an opportunity to give back, to my community. So, like Bayo said, we're going to learn how to make money from AI and how do you use AI better than majority of the people. How can you become a proficient AI user, as one of the top, top 1% professional that uses AI and all of that. So the cool part is that I want to introduce AI as a companion. And, imagine, like I used to tell people that having 3 staffs that are AI compliant is much, much better than having 100 staffs that are not AI compliant, because AI is going to transform our life. It's going to make life very, very easy for us. And I'm going to show you and demonstrate some of these things that I'm going to be talking about. So that being said, I saw this some years back, and they are talking about 2025, that millions of people will get their job displaced by this year. Why? Because of introduction of new smart machines, and such machines are like the AI that we're going to be talking about. And even businesses have been able to cut down on their workforce by 43%. Why? Because they integrated AI into what they do. I'd like to introduce this lady to you. Her name is Ngozi. A few years back, she was jobless. And when I say few years back, it's not more than about 3 years ago. She was jobless in her sister's, staying with her sister. Of course, she's an immigrant. Her family moved from Nigeria, to Ireland. And she was jobless. It's like the future was not bright for her. But because she got to know about AI, and because she got to know about what we're going to be talking about today, she has moved from being jobless. She has moved from someone who used to, squats in her sister's sitting room to becoming someone who is now living in about 3 countries as a celebrity. And the countries are US, Ireland, France. Presently, she's pursuing a 3rd master degree. She has an MBA in wine and spirits. Ngozi has been able to build the first Black Ireland-led wine club. She has launched 2 beverage products. She has written a book that is AI powered, a traveling book that is AI powered. She has been able to teach over 500 plus creatives on how to use AI, and I trusting that that is what I'm also going to be able to help somebody do today. Leverage AI, to become better at what you do. Leverage AI to move further in your career. I was telling you about the fact that there are some people who are so good at what they do, they are pro, but it gets to a stage that they fizzle out. Charles Darwin buttressed this point by saying that it is not the strongest species that survives, but not even the most intelligent, but it is the people that are most adaptable to change. AI is going to, in fact, has started disrupting everything we do. And if care is not taken, people that you look up to today, people that are doing very well, with time, they are going to fizzle out. Why? Because the world is changing. You don't need anybody to preach to you that the world is changing or the world has changed. We're in the future. And it's going to get to a stage that I love what Alvin Toffler said that the illiterate of the 21st century are not those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. And that's the essence of our talk today. So it means that you can be a professor, but in this new era, you can become an illiterate. So it's not about whether you cannot read or write. It's about, can you learn, unlearn, and relearn? Can you, okay, you said the volume is better. Can you learn, unlearn, and relearn? Can you get to use the tools that we have today? That's the reason why we're having our talk today. So today I'm going to talk about AI, what it can do for you. We'll look at an overview of capabilities or capacity of AI. So we know, what is AI? Is it a spirit? Is it a demon? Is whatever? What is it? We'll get to know what AI is, and then what is in it for you in this AI. So, and I'm going to introduce some tools, and some of the tools that we get here are some of the tools that you can actually use for free, legally. So there are some that you can pay for, but most of the ones I'm going to be talking about are the ones you can use for free, and I will show you how I use them. And then I'll also try to show you how to leverage AI, because one of the things I want to take away from this, our call today, is that please don't use AI casually. So I want to plead with you to stop using AI casually, like, people use AI casually. So we're going to look at how to use AI better than, most people. Okay, great. So what is AI? But before I even talk about what is AI, can somebody, either you unmute your mic or you tell us in the chat box, what do you understand by AI? Thank you, Nduka Henry. You're the only one that has introduced yourself. I would love that we all introduce ourselves, please. It's going to be help me a lot. Nduka is 2000 sets, 2002 sets. Thank you so much, Nduka. So let's have more people introduce themselves. And does anybody want to tell us what you understand by artificial intelligence? Anybody? What do you understand by AI? I can't see anybody posting. I hope you can hear me. I've tried to raise my voice as much as possible. I'm waiting. Or you can unmute your mic to tell us what you understand by AI. Anybody? I need you to talk so that I will know that I'm not on my own.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
My name is
Oh, so sorry.
my name is Henry
Go ahead.
Afolabi Olabaju. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm 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 calling from. I joined from UK. I'm
Okay.
into Haiti, Microsoft migration, but I use AI just as an advanced Google, and I do hear people say you can use it for more things than this. So that's even the major reason why I joined, just to pick ideas of what I can do with it. And I just see it as higher and more powerful Google. That's all. That's all I know.
Thank you so much, Henry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because of time, thank you so much, Henry. I'm very grateful. Please, I will want all of us to participate, please. There's no foolish question. There's no foolish answer and all of them. Let's just communicate. Let's make it, interactive and all of that. So good. I love that. But let's look at what is AI. AI, it refers to computer systems that are designed to perform tasks that normally will require human intelligence. Tasks like recognizing patterns, making decisions, understanding languages, without it needing human oversight. So before, AI can only just maybe interact with text. You give it text, you give it, but now it can do much more than that. And that's what we're going to be looking at in this class. Let me explain why artificial intelligence is able to do some of the things it's able to do. Okay, I think there's a message in the chat, but let me be sure. Okay, thank you, Adetunji. Great. So AI is an umbrella term. It's a broad term for a software, a computer program that can do what human beings can do. But let me tell you something before we go on, that AI, that's why it's called artificial intelligence. It does not have intelligence of its own. It mimics human intelligence. And the reason why it's able to do all that it's able to do is because of deep learning and machine learning. Don't worry, I will not use too much time. I just want you to have an idea of what AI is so that you understand better. So through machine learning, AI is able to learn from data. Is it email? Is it books that people have put on social media, online? So it's able to learn from those data. Unlike you, there's a minimum amount of data you can consume per second. But because of the computer power, processing power that the AI has, it can consume millions of data in seconds. And so you are looking for information about this, like Henry was talking about Google search. You normally we have to go to Google and then search, but now AI can get access to all of those information at the snap of a finger. And that's why it's able to do a lot of things to do. But beyond it being able to read those data, AI can also learn from those data and create something new from it through the power of deep learning. So machine learning, deep learning, these are the things that help AI to do what it can do. I need to rush because of time so that we can really go into the meat of today's session. So I hope you have understood what AI is. It's a computer program that is able to do what normally would require human intelligence. But don't forget that AI does not have an intelligence of its own. AI does not have, it's neither good nor bad. It does not have emotions. It does not have any of those things. It's just a program. It's just a machine that I just learn to access several data, whether it's voice, whether it's text, is able to access all of those data at the snap of the finger. And like I said, through machine learning and deep learning, is able to create something new from it. So AI, you can ask AI to describe a human. It's not the way you know what humans are that AI got to know what humans are. AI will get to know humans because it has been fed millions of examples of what humans look like. So based on that example, it can create its own, but it's not like you that you can touch, you can feel, you can experience. So we need to know that about AI. So that lets you know that the person behind it, the person using it matters a lot. So people say, AI will make you lazy. It's not true. A lazy person cannot use AI. A dumb person cannot use AI. But let's run because of time. So I want to be sure that you are following me, and I want to be sure that you are getting value. So, like I said, we have looked at what AI is. We're going to go into prompt engineering. We're going to go into all of those things. But don't worry, I will try and manage it very well so that we'll get it. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see, okay, I will not use this. Let's move on. So I've told you that AI can do a lot of things. It can learn, do things like human. What does that mean for you as an executive? What does that mean for you as a professional? It means that AI can help you analyze the markets. And with that, you'll be able to do what we call predictive analysis. You can make informed decisions that are data-driven. So it's not that you're not doing things based on your emotions. Because you have been able to use AI to analyze data, your decisions can be better. You can make better decisions. You can serve your customer better. Also, it can help you with your administrative tasks. Like you want to write reports, you want to write memo. One of the things I use it for is that when I write, I ask you to improve my writing, and I will teach you how to do all of those things. So what does this mean for you as an executive or as a professional? It means that you can save time, in creating strategic, you can use time for more, for more priorities. You can let it take off those boring tasks, those things that stress you off, so that you can have time to do more important things like thinking, brainstorming, and all of that. AI helps with creative tasks. You want to create content. Many of you are professionals, but your LinkedIn profile is not what it's meant to be. Your LinkedIn page is not meant to be. Now, AI can help you with all of that. And we're going to look at it in a bit. So what is it going to do for you as a professional or an executive? It will help you enhance your creativity. It will help you create compelling visuals. Some of the things you are seeing that I'm showing you, I use AI to create them. And I'm going to show you in bits how to do some of those things. Oh, content creation. I told you that my company is into digital media. We create create presentation for people. We create video jingles. We create adverts. We do all of that. But AI is able to help me to do much better than I used to do before. In fact, Bayo and I have been on this thing. I don't think our discussion has been more than for like a week. On a normal day, my PowerPoint presentation would take me months. Okay? I mean, not months, it take me weeks to do, maybe like 1 week. But now in 30 minutes, I can create my PowerPoint presentation. And I will show you how to do some of these things. But let's go on because of time, because I want to be able to teach you a lot of things in just this few minutes that we have. Okay, you know what I've done now? I've told you what AI can do. So what I've now done is to show you some artificial intelligence tools that I use. But before I come here, let me move to the next slide. So this slide, what I've done in this slide is to group all the AI tools that I know about based on their capabilities, based on what they can do. There are some AI that can do so much. Some of them are called large language models. Some of them are called multimodal, while some are specialized. So I want to take a little time here to explain some of those AI tools and what they do. So there are AI tools that are text-to-speech AI. What does that mean? It means that you give it a text, and in return, it gives you back speech. I use that a lot in my business because when I'm doing video advert for people, I need to get a voiceover artist to do the voiceover. And what they will charge me will be so much. But now through text-to-speech AI, I can use AI to craft my script after I've gotten my briefing for my clients, then feed that script into a text-to-speech AI, and the text-to-speech AI will read it like a real human being. But beyond all of that, what other areas do I use it for? You're preparing for an exam, or you want to do a presentation, you can have written your script and all of that, and ask AI to read it for you. Not only read it for you, maybe you have to read a book, and you don't have time to read that book. You can use text-to-speech, okay? You can use text-to-speech to turn that book, that text, into an MP3 that you can listen to while you're in traffic. I use this a lot, and I will demonstrate all of this, don't worry. Then we have text-to-speech. We also have speech-to-text. If you're like me, I can talk till tomorrow. I love to talk. I love to teach. But one thing that I have deficiency in is writing. I don't like to write. I can talk till tomorrow. So thank God for the artificial intelligence tools that we have today. And I will give you some examples under each of those categories. But let's just go through this category. If I'm too fast, please let me know. And let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that I'm clear. Please feel free to, okay, good. Type your question, good. So let me know that you are following me and I'm making sense. So do you know what I do now that's helped me to overcome that, my writing problem? I will just pick one of the speech-to-text AI. I will dictate what I want to write, and it will transcribe it for me. I will even tell it to improve on it on me. I told you that I'm a field rep in Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship. So one of my, I run I have about 4 chapters that are under me that have their own president and have people that run. So there was a time my direct leader sent me a message asking, I need to get a report of what's happening in your area. I don't like to write. And luckily I was in a training session. I was training some people. So I just told him, sir, I'm training people. Once I'm done with my training, can I send a report to you? On a normal day, that will be the end. I will not send that report, or I will wait until it disturbs me. But because of the AI tools that I'm going to be showing, some of them I'm going to be showing to you today, do you know what I do now? I just picked up one of those two and I said what I would have loved to write to my boss. I said it raw, and I asked, so the AI transcribed it for me into text. And then the next level I now did was to now tell it to help me refine it, fine tune it and make it better. Don't worry, I'm going to introduce those tools for you, but let's just look at those categories first. So what is the first category? Who can tell me the first category? Text to what? Text to speech. And under text to speech, what other category do we have again? Please unmute your mic and talk. I want to hear you talk, please. Don't leave me alone to talk.
Text to image.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Text to image.
Okay, let's move to the next one. We're too quiet.
Text
I don't
to
like
video.
this. Please put in the chat box. Let me know you are following me.
Text to video.
I'm waiting for somebody to say in the chat box that I should go on, that you can hear me and that you're following me.
You can
We
go on,
can
please.
hear
Nobody
you.
saying anything.
We can hear
So
you
I'm
very
assuming that
well.
you cannot hear me.
We can hear you very well.
Nobody saying
Thank you.
anything. Bayo, please, can you
No,
hear me?
Akin. Hello, Mr. Akin. Yes,
Oh,
they
great.
can all hear you very well. Mr.
Oh, thank you.
Peter was just
Thank you.
telling you that we're hearing you very well and you can keep moving. So everybody's hearing you, but just before you continue, there's a question in the chat box. What is, the difference between AI and ChatGPT? Are they the same thing or they are different?
Thank you for that question. I will address it shortly. So thank you, Bayo. So I will address it shortly. Don't worry. I hope the person is going to be on the call. The next slide, we address that. So another one, we have text to image. It means that you can give it text, it will understand and then give you image of that text. So what does that mean for you as a professional or as an expert? It means that now, Henry was telling us that he used to go to Google, to make, and that's what many of us do. You go to Google to look for images, but somebody can sue you for copyright violation if you use that image without, giving them credit. Thank God today you can use text to image, describe the image you want, and it will paint it for you. It's just like having a digital artist on steroid. In Lagos, in our traffic, you see people displaying artworks. What they used to do before is that to look for an artist to paint for them. They pay the artist a big money and then they sell to you. But now we can use text to speech image to create text to image AI to create any image you want. In fact, this slide you are seeing now, it is AI that generated it. I just told it what I want, and I'm going to teach you the AI I use for that. So that's text to image for you. And then there's text to video. You can describe. So what can you use text to video for? You can use it to create adverts for your product. You can use it to do adverts. Once you have done the script, you have a program that is coming up. You can use text to video to create your advert. The last aspect of AI that I want to talk about is the interactive capability of AI. Before, you can only give it text and it gives you text back. But now AI can interact. See, look at this paper now. I can snap this paper you are looking at, and the AI will extract what is that paper. So those interactive abilities, what can they do for you? There's one AI tool I'm going to introduce to you before we go. That AI tool, you are preparing for exam, and you have a book that's you want to read. Each of those books, maybe they're about 100 pages. And you know that there's no way you can finish reading that book at one go. It's not possible at one sitting before your exam. Thank God for the interactive abilities of some AI. You can feed it that book, either a PDF of it or a video link of that thing. You feed it and ask it any question about what is in that book, and AI will answer you. And so now we're going to go answer the question, and now I'm going to now pick each of those AI tools one by one. So don't forget, looking at the overview capabilities of AI, we have text-to-speech AI, artificial intelligence that you give them text, they give you speech back. You can use them for voiceover. You can use them for creating. If you're like me, some of us struggle in school because we learn differently, not because we're not brilliant, but because we learn differently. So with text-to-speech now, you can create your own environment. I know that I'm a visual learner. I learn by visualizing. I learn by what I see and hear. So with the AI tools now, I can attend lectures, record the lectures, get back, create my own new lecture. I don't know how you can say, the way they teach us is one-way traffic. But now I can, because I understand the way I learn, I can now sit down and use AI to adapt that lecture to the way I learn. And I can do much better than even other people that were topping, they were at the top of the class. So what this means is that it will help you have enhanced learning experience. So we have text-to-speech, we have text-to-image, we have text-to-video, we have interactive ability of AI. Now let's go deep into those AI tools and products. So I'll go back to the first slide that initially you saw before I got here. So we have Yodlee. But what I would do is that let me group them based on what they do. We have Meta AI. So you see, let me mark it so that you can see what I'm saying. See, Meta AI, Perplexity, Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini. They are and then DeepSeek, Grok, and all of that. So to answer the question before I go on, ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence tool. So I hope I answer your question. ChatGPT is an AI tool. Okay? But it is not the only AI tool that exists. So the ones you are seeing here, AI tools, we have them in hundreds of thousands. But I am bringing these ones here because these are the ones I'm using, one. And then these ones are also, you can use them for free. So Meta AI, Perplexity, Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini, they are large language models. It means that they can do more than one thing. There are some AI that are specialized AI, and I'm going to show you some of them. But this Meta AI, Perplexity, and all of them, they can do several things. They can give you text to speech. They can give you text and improve on those texts, convert a text to either a blog post or help you to write a book, help you to create picture, images, and all of that. But out of all of this group, there's one that really stands out for me. Can somebody guess? Can somebody guess? Out of this, how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can somebody guess? There's one of these that really stood out for me. Can somebody guess?
Canva.
Quickly.
Canva.
Yes? Canva. No, I said out of the five that I marked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meta AI, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude, and ChatGPT. Who can guess? Canva is good, but it's not out of this. It's not in this category. Who wants to try again? If Canva can also fall there. Canva can fall there because Canva now has what they call Canva AI. So who can guess? Is anybody talking?
ChatGPT.
Okay, that's nice. Why did you say ChatGPT?
It's the most talked about AI tool that everybody knows.
Okay, that's good. You're right, but that is not the one that stands out for me. The one that stands out for me most is Perplexity, and I will tell you why. I told you that AI has limitation. It's good you know the limitation so that you can take advantage of, you can use it properly. ChatGPT and others can give you, it can hallucinate. Don't forget that they do what they do based on the data that they are fed in. So if the data you feed AI is wrong or is biased, AI will not know that it's wrong or biased. It will tell you confidently, and you will think that what it told you is correct. So there's something called hallucination. So it means that when you're asking AI something and that thing does not exist, or an AI is telling you it doesn't exist, and you keep disturbing it, it will fabricate an answer that doesn't exist for you. So, or I don't know whether it's correct, but the way I see hallucination is in Yoruba that they say that when they say you just wake up and you're just talking, you have not woken up, you're just talking, blabbing, saying things that, and when you now wake up, you say, oh, sorry, Dari, you get it. So AI can do that. But if you know how to use it, you overcome that. But one tool that is here that will not hallucinate is Perplexity. And let me tell you why. It's good for people who are doing academic work, you are doing research and all of that. The reason why it's good is because AI will not only give you an answer, it will give you the source. Perplexity will not only give you an answer, it will give you the source of what is giving you. That's why, for me, it stood out. Other ones can do that when you ask them to do that. But Perplexity, by default, will do that. So, for instance, you want to do a research on a topic. Once you type that topic in Perplexity will begin to tell you, oh, I'm looking at 50 sources, I'm looking at 30 sources. By the time it answers you and it creates a new article for you, it will not only create something new for you, it will give you the sources. So if you are doing a project or something that is academic and you need to cite your source, there are some areas where you cannot just come and talk. You need to cite your sources. Perplexity is your go-to for that kind of results. You want to prove that you're right. So that's why I said Perplexity stands out. Another one that is also nice is Claude. The way Claude is designed is that it's the one that's close to being human than all of them. ChatGPT can give you human-like stuff if you learn prompt engineering, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. But Claude is very safe and it's close to sounding more human. So Meta is owned by Facebook. Gemini is owned by Google. ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI. So All of these tools are fantastic, and I'm going to demonstrate them shortly. So don't forget, Meta AI, Claude, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini, they are large language models. It means that they can do several, and they are also multimodal. They can do a lot of things. They can give you articles. They can write a book for you. They can do a lot of things for you. But let's run because of time. Now let's talk about Yodlee. Yodlee is a specialized AI tool in the sense that Yodlee is what we call your powered speech coach. It can help you improve on your public speaking. So if you are doing an interview, you're the kind of person that speaks a lot and you want feedback, Yodlee is your go-to AI tool. It's owned by Toastmaster and is a free-to-use AI tool. So if I've activated Yodlee now, Yodlee will tell me, Akin, you are too fast, your pace. It will tell me the number of pace per my speech. It will tell me if I'm using filler words and all of that. So it gives you very good feedback. That's Yodlee for you. Let me see. Somebody send a message. Is there a question? I would also like to, okay. Well, that slide, I will talk about it, whether I will give it or not. Okay, so we've talked about Yodlee. Let's move to WordTune. WordTune, just like the name sounds, you give it a sentence, you give it something, it will give you several ways of saying the same thing. You know, sometimes you want to say something, but you are looking for the right word to say. WordTune is your go-to AI tool to use. You give it a sentence, and it want to send a memo, want to send a mail, and I will teach you there's a way I can also use ChatGPT as WordTunes. I will teach you when we get to prompt engineering. So WordTunes, it help you fine-tune your tool. Another one that is not here that's also do and may even do better than WordTune is Grammarly. You know, you install it in your system when you're typing, when you're writing, it corrects your typos, it helps you to make your word more readable and all of that. So Grammarly, there's another one that's called, what's the name of this one now? Oh, if I remember, I will let you know. That one, it can use to paraphrase. You paraphrase your sentence. So if I can pick what Bio said, if I say it the way Bio said, Bio will say that I'm copying him. So I can use the paraphraser to paraphrase it. It becomes my own. Okay, good. Let's leave that. So let me quickly iterate again. We have Yodlee, which is your powered speech coach. Meta AI, Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT are multi-modal AI tools that can do a lot of things. We're going to spend a little time on them. That's that. Now let's look at NodeGTP. NodeGTP and NotebookLM. In fact, I'm going to demonstrate NotebookLM for you. Just like their names sound, they are good for making notes. Just like you're in classes, you're in lecture, you jot down notes. They help you with notes. A tool like NotebookLM can take up to about 50 sources. And I will show you. And when you feed in the sources, it can be a YouTube link, it can be a PowerPoint presentation, it can be a text, it can be anything. Once you feed it in, it will create a lot of materials for you from it. So it's good for studying. You want to understand a topic very well. The interesting thing about NotebookLM is that you are the one that will give it the source. It will only work on this. And I will show you what I did. All my speaking engagement I've had of my recordings, I fed it to NotebookLM to be able to create this session that I'm having with you. And I will show you, you will see it live as when we get to the practical session. But let me just run through this background so that we're all on the same page. Okay, there's a message in the chat box. Let me check before I go on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Before we move on, let me see which one have I not touched. Yeah, let's look at Neolado.
Okay. Please, I want you to also talk about ChatGPT as well. I'm sure not everybody knows what it is and what it can be used for. So after Leonardo, thank you. And okay. Canva.
Okay, ChatGPT, like I said, it's grouped under all of these AIs that are multimodal, you know. But I think I will demonstrate it for you rather than just telling you what it does. So I will pick ChatGPT and demonstrate it shortly before we go, and it won't take time. So let's look at Leonardo. So Leonardo and Ideogram, they are the same AI. They do similar thing. It's just that they are by different organizations. So let me mark them. Sorry. So, Perplexity. I said Perplexity. What's happening now? Sorry, just give me 1 minute. 1 second. I don't know why this thing is painting on my. Let me clear all the drawings. Oh, sorry. I don't know what's happening. So let's do Perplexity. Okay, good. So Leonardo and ideogram, they are what you call text to image. They will not give you outlines. They will not give you PowerPoint presentation. They will give you images. Okay, please, somebody's making noise. There's somebody's, I don't know who is that. Please, can you mute? Let's mute our mics, please. I can hear noise in the background. Okay, good. So Leonardo and ideogram, they are text to images. Okay, you describe what you want, they will give you images. Okay, I will demonstrate, don't worry. And then Meta AI can also, if I can demonstrate Meta AI for you now, if you go to your WhatsApp, you see one blue ring in your WhatsApp. It's called Meta AI. If you click on it and write imagine and just describe whatever you want, you can say imagine a landscape, or imagine a Fulani wearing agbada or wearing tie. You can just do it, just in anything, any picture you want, just write it there and say imagine. And you see what Meta AI will do. That one you have inside your WhatsApp. You can do that and all of that. So Leonardo and ideogram, they are text to image, okay? Canva can do text to image, but Canva is more like a multimodal now, because Canva can do a lot. All my graphics work. In fact, this PowerPoint presentation we are doing now, it's not only created in Canva, I am presenting it in Canva. Canva can do a lot. Can do a lot. Graphics, anything you can think of. Videos. Most of my videos I use Canva to do them. If I'm going to do a class on Canva alone, it will take weeks. Then let's look at Napkin AI. Napkin AI is for converting your text to something that is visually appealing. Let me move back to one slide to show you what I use Napkin AI to create. See this slide. I use Napkin AI to create it. What I had was that AI capabilities, text to speech, and all that. So I just fed into what do you call it? Napkin AI like that. Just the text. And Napkin AI gave this visual. You see that it's better than just showing you the text. So that's what Napkin AI can do for you. So Napkin AI, Canva, Leonardo, they all deal with, doing visual things. And now Canva can actually code. Let me show you something I use Canva to do. I don't know, I cannot code. I don't know how to code and all of these things. But you know what I did? Inside Canva AI, I fed in my outline, and Canva AI created this interactive link for me. It's like a website. I don't know how to code. All I did was, these are the things I want to talk about. Understanding AI concept, these are AI, and see what Canva created for me. I can navigate, see. I can click. I don't know how to code. I don't know jack about what do you call all these things, all this Java program. I don't know anything about it. But now AI can take your text and create HTML, HTTP, all of those things for you. It can create interactive, materials from you. Look at what I created from Canva, just giving it an outline. And it created this mini website that I can say, okay, test your, let's look at it. Which AI specializes in designing to create new content? So I can say, which one? Of course, the answer is generated by, I can click on it and say, check your answer. See, he has answered, he said, my answer is correct. Can you see? I use Canva to create that. Let's go on because of time. Sorry. I need to move on. So I hope you are following me, and I hope you understood what I've talked about so far.
Very well.
I don't know why okay, great.
Very well. Very well.
And I hope it's making sense. I hope you are getting value. The most important is that you get value, please.
Sure.
I need feedback.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Sure.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so let's move on back to this one. So there's one I've not touched. Okay, there are two I've not touched. Fireflies. There's one of it I'm using that is like Firefly. It's called Read.ai. Fireflies is like an online secretary. So if you go for meetings, you do meetings online, office meetings online, and you are saddled with the responsibility to write the minutes and follow up and all of that, what Fireflies, you just invite it into, we put the link of that meeting. It's like your online secretary. It will jot the minute of the meeting and mail it to you when the meeting is done. That's Fireflies. And there's Read.ai. That's one I'm using presently now. Even Zoom also has its own. When you're in a Zoom meeting, you see that it's saying that AI is taking it. And by the time you're done with that meeting, it will mail you the minute. So another thing you can use it for is that if it's a physical meeting, you can also record that meeting and feed it into the Fireflies. It will create the minute for you. There's another one that can also do that. That's Otter.ai. Otter Data AI also does something like that. Now, let's go to the last but not the least, which is Google AI Studio. See, Google AI Studio is crazy. Okay, somebody's asking which one is good to, is one for text to image and text to video. Leonardo AI and Ideogram will do that for you. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Who asked that question? Okay, T. I just have T in your name. Leonardo AI and Ideogram. There are other ones, but let's just say Leonardo AI and Ideogram. And Canva too can do that. If we have time, I will demonstrate one or two of them for you. Okay, see, Google AI Studio is crazy. You can open Google AI Studio. You can switch on your camera and Google AI Studio will read the room, or you can snap your own work and it will talk to you back and tell you how to solve that problem. It can teach you how to use the software. Okay? So I need to run because of time before Bio comes to chase me out of here. See, I've told you what AI can do. I've chosen you, and I'm going to demonstrate one or two of them. But let me quickly, or maybe before I do this, let me do this before I go on. Let me tell you why some of you probably don't get the best result from AI. It's because most of the time, you only tell AI to do something for you. Give me 5 outlines. Give me this. What you need to do to get the best out of AI is that you need to learn prompt engineering. Prompting is just a way you talk to AI in a way that AI will understand better, in a way that AI will be able to give you better results. So under prompt engineering, I have some notes here that I may probably give you later on. So, but I want to quickly look at some things under prompt engineering that I want to tell you about. I have some frameworks that can make your life very easy. And I have some prompts that will also demonstrate. That is what's going to make the difference between you and others. You know, I want you to be able to use AI as one of the top 1% users, not at what people are just doing on social media today. Give me a picture and you can do a lot more with AI. You can create business proposals. You can do so much more. It can make your life easy. So, but let me quickly tell you about frameworks that can help you get best results from AI. So one of the framework is called TAG. It means that before you tell ChatGPT to do something for you, assign, instead of just assigning a task to it, you give it a task, but let it have a persona. So why many of you don't get best results from ChatGPT is that you give it generic instruction, so you will get generic results. So, but imagine if you say, I want you to act as. When you say act as, you know, ChatGPT have access to so many things. ChatGPT can be anything you want it to be. But the moment you say act as, you forget every other thing it knows about, and you begin to act as that. So you can say, instead of saying, give me 5 outlines for biology, human intestine in biology, you can say, act as a secondary school teacher and give me so. That act as we change the result you get from AI. Okay? So there are some that I have here that I will try and demonstrate with time. But I want to, before I go further, I want to quickly go into some of those AI tools. So let me see. What can AI do for you? AI can help you with business development. It can help you with growth strategies. It can help you to enhance insights. It can help you with effective marketing. It can help you with branding. It can help you with decision making. It can help you with creating curriculums. So if you want to teach yourself something, you want to learn something new, AI can ask AI to create your learning pattern and learning plan for you. And I'm going to show you some of those things I use it to do. Okay, now let's move. Let me just conclude with my slide before I go on. So what are the strategies for professionals? AI can help you to boost your workplace. So instead of doing repetitive tasks, you can ask AI to do all of those repetitive tasks for you and all of that. And I'll show you how you can do that. You can help you to build your personal branding and all of that. So this is how to get best result. Don't take whatever ChatGPT gives it to you. Don't take whatever it gives to you first. Tell it to do better. Tell it to improve. Tell it to give you better result. Tell it, I can do better. I don't like this result. Always do back and forth with it. So one, artificial intelligence is compulsory and essential for all of us, but you benefit from AI when you know ability how to prompt it properly. So, and I will teach you how to do that in a bit. Okay. So I think I don't want to be sure that I'm done with my slide. So let me just go into the practical session. You know, there's a lot to talk about, but because of our time, we'll not be able to do that. So let me start with, let's start with the text to, you know, there's one I didn't talk about. There's text to music. Let me start with text to music. How many of us like music? So one of the text to music is called Suno, Suno.ai. How can you use Suno.ai? You want to have maybe you have your YouTube channel and you want to have the background music for YouTube channel. You can create those music. You want to, anything you want, you can create your own music label using Suno.ai. And Suno.ai is free to use. While that is loading, let me go to, don't worry, we'll use ChatGPT. Let me go to Perplexity because I told you about Perplexity so that you see the difference between Perplexity and ChatGPT. Okay, look at Suno.ai. So before we go on, who can guess? I tell you, I use Suno to create music. So under what do you think Suno falls in? I need somebody to talk to me. Under what do you think Suno falls? Is it text to speech, text to image, text to what? Under what do you think it really fall? Maybe I should demonstrate it before you. So what I did was I just gave it a prompt. Let me look at my library. So I just give it a prompt and look at what it did for me. Let me share. Okay. Let me play one of the songs that it created for me.
Night. We craft the stars that shine so bright. Every moment a spark, a dazzling sight. With Sheree's delights, we bring the night. Creating magical events, that's what we do. Turning vision.
So, how many of you heard that music that just played now? How many of you heard the music? How many of you heard the music that just played now?
You heard the music?
Okay, do you know that this music, I created it, and all I did was to give it a text. You know, I told Bayo that I trained some people from top businesswomen from Cameroon. I took them on a 7-day. So one of them is into event planning, and we created a theme song for her. All I did was create a theme song or a theme anthem for this brand. And that song I just played to you was created by AI. I want, if you want me to demonstrate it, I want to just put in your chat box, tell me any song you want me to create, and I will use this AI to create it. So it's called Suno.ai. What I will do is that if I give you my link, they will give you 200 and something free to test with credits, and you can, as you keep, I think they're monthly or so, and you can create as much song as you want. Okay, let me see. I think there's a chat. So if anybody has an advert you want us to create, we can create an advert for that person, or we can create a song. So does anybody want any song you want us to create? Just tell us that create a song for me about this. So when you come to Suno, you go to create Suno.ai, but you need to log in with your email address, and it is free to use. It is a premium. It's called freemium in the sense that it has a paid version and a free version. So I'm using the free version. Out of all the tools I talked to you about, the only thing I pay for is Canva, and it's about 2,900 and something, 20-something thousand for 1 year, 29,300. If you are if you are subscribing from Nigeria, but if you are going to subscribe from other countries, I think it's a bit more expensive. But if you are doing from Nigeria, it will charge you in Naira, and it's about 2,900, 29,000 something if you are doing 1 year. Okay, I'm not happy. Nobody is talking to me. Let's create a song. What song do you want us to create about? So you can pick the genre you want. If you want just instrumental alone, create instrumental alone. If you want song, it to be sung by someone. If you want a female speaker, singer, anything you want. So, okay, somebody sent me a message. Don't forget to tell us what AI can. Answer my question first. I need somebody I want to create a song for somebody. Give me a song you want me to create for us. Okay, let's say create a song about David and Goliath. Since nobody's talking to me.
Okay. We're actually listening to you and we're digesting it. So even if you're not hearing, trust me, people are listening. We have over 33 participants right from the beginning of the session, and we still have them here with us. Okay. So you're good.
Okay, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry. Thank you for your
Please
time.
introduce yourself, and so that I want to know you. Tell me,
Okay,
just tell me your name. And
my name is Bada Kehinde. I'm the president for Morimi 96.
oh, you are a senior. Well done, sir.
Mhm.
You want to ask a question?
Yes, about the song, please. Is there a way you can create a song for the Morimi, this national excuse Morimi about? Yeah, just create a song for them. Let's see how we can do it.
I wish you can get some context. If I had our, does anybody have our school anthem? So that I can quickly paste this inside. If we can get it, but if we don't have it, I'll just say create a song about Morimi High School. You may not be able to pronounce it, but I wish we can get. If somebody has our anthem, it could just be one verse.
Yes. Somebody said you can create one with
David and Goliath, right? Okay, let's do
David and Goliath so that we don't.
Yeah.
We're already out of time, and I'm always very
Yes.
mindful of people's time. I want you to
Yes.
do some practical before we leave this place. So, and I also want to make sure that you also touch on how we can make money with this platform. That's another key one. So,
Okay.
I don't want us to take too much time on
No problem.
Suno alone. We have so many of them.
So let's run because of time. So what genre should we be? Me, I like reggae a lot, but so what genre should we pick? You can just look for one genre here that you like.
Just pick.
Okay, let me just say reggae. Create an Afro reggae. Okay, let me just leave it like that. I hope I got the spelling of reggae. Is that the spelling of reggae? About David and Goliath. Okay, so let's leave it like this. You know, you can customize it more, but let's just use it like that. So that see what I typed though. So you click on create. That's just the basic. You can do much more. So it's creating, it will create two sets for you. Look at it there. So let's wait. Oh, and somebody has given us more. Okay, let's see whether we can use it. Okay, see, it has created one. Let's play the first one and the second one. The lyrics is on the right hand side.
David stood small, but his heart was bold, with a sling in his hand and a story untold. The giant laughed loud, said you'll never win, but David grinned wide.
Let's listen to the second one.
David stood small, but his heart was bold, with a sling in his hand and a story untold. The giant laughed loud, said you'll never win, but David grinned wide, let the fight begin. Oh, David rides with his sling in the sky, Goliath fall.
Okay, so see, that is just how to use it. You can even edit it, you can prompt it further, and you know what? It is free to use, because most of the tools that I'm showing you today are tools you can use for free. This one, they give you 50 credits every day. Create whatever you want. It is free to use. I'm showing you tools that are free to use. So I want someone to unmute your mic and tell me tell me what you feel about this. Oh, somebody said, wow. I love music, but I don't know jack about any. So somebody unmute your mic. Tell me, what do you think about this? It's amazing. I love that. So
nice.
let me see. Let me see whether I can copy something about Morimi. Let's just see. We may need to do a little bit of tweaking, but we don't have time for that tweaking. Let's just use it the way it is there, like that. So I copy it, I come here, and I'll paste it. I wish we have more time to do a lot of things, but sorry. Oh, it's not allowing me to copy. It means I have to type it. I don't have time for that. It's not allowing me. Okay, let me see lyrics. Okay, good. I've seen where I can paste lyrics. Okay, I've pasted the lyrics. I need to cut this out. Okay, good. Let's just see the way it is. What genre should it be?
Maybe pop.
Pop. Okay. So let's go back to So for example, if you don't want full song, if it is just instrumental you want, you click on instruments and it will be only instrumental, but I want it to be full songs. So let's go back. You can even use it to write the lyrics, but let's just use the lyrics since we have our lyrics. So let me see whether, okay, what else do I need to do? Let's just use the way it is. Let me just, okay, I didn't choose genre. Okay, what did you say? Let's just use the way it is. Let's just use the way it is because of time.
Yes.
Because of time, let's use the way it is. I will allow you to just use his initiative. But this will prove to you that I pray you're able to pronounce Moremi. Okay, that's created. Wow. Let's listen to the second one. Okay, first one is done.
Elmwood, the school of my dream, remembering with joy I breathe. I may go north, south, east, west, my dear school, thou art at best. You are established for a purpose, through for learning and for service. This noble aim shall lead us true, our life's better service. Second stanza. In Yoruba, history west, Miami is a name loved so well, for she sacrificed her child for her people love so well.
That's that. This is another one.
I am Moremi, the school of my dream. Remember with joy I breathe. I may go north, south, east, west.
Somebody is there. It's time to start the music. To start my music career.
You are established for a purpose, through for learning and for service.
Okay, let me stop there.
Noble.
So you see that it's fantastic. You know, it is when you start using it, you'll be able to see a lot of things you can use it for. There are people who has, now Bayo talked about, so maybe I will start talking about how you can use it for money as I'm picking the ones I want to pick. For instance, there are places you call, there are YouTube channels they call Faceless YouTube. There are people who even tell folktale stories. So you can paste in folktale story, make it sound African, do a lot of tweaking here, and then you have a YouTube page that people will come into. The more number you have in that YouTube page, the more money you can make from adverts. That's one way you can make money from this. But beyond this, you can, for example, I told you about somebody I was training that I told her, let me create a theme song for your brand now. So somebody wants to do an advert. And instead of you just creating that, you can say, let me create the advert for you in song. That's one way you can make money. And you charge them for it. And then you create the advert for them. You use Canva to create the visuals. And then you make your money. That's one way you can make money from this. You can create songs for people, create songs for brands, create songs for anything you want. You can even create your own songs that you can put on Spotify that people can be streamed and you'll be making some money. Or you can create album that you can wax. It's not you that is singing the song, but if you can create album that can resonate with people that people will love, you sell it. That's one way you can make money. So I hope that's clear. I want to leave Suno because we have so many things to teach before we go. But before we go on, does anybody have anything you want to say, any question you want to ask about this Suno? Question, comment? Can I move on?
So we can move on. We're out of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see the power of text to music. All I did was give it a text. It gave me music. Let me close Suno. Let's look at Perplexity. So what do you want to research? What topic do you want us to write about? Let's say thriving in AI era. Thriving in AI era. Okay? This is Perplexity. I'm using it on my PC. And it's not a software that I'm using. I'm using the web application. So it's for I'm using it on my CV. You can also use it on your phone. You can download it, but most of all the tools I'm using today, I'm sharing from my PC. I prefer to use them on PC because PC give you more space to work with another. So everything I'm showing you, I can use them on PC. You can use. Okay, I don't know about Hyper. You should be able to use on. For example, let's say if you are looking for it to download it, I don't see the app. Just go to www.suno.whatever, or like I said, I'm going to send you maybe in the old Moremi High School. I'll send you the link, my own link. So once you use that link, they will give you 250 free credit. Once you click on that link, it's going to be on your web browser. You just set it to sign in with your email address, and you can just begin to use it. So Perplexity has several things you can do. You can, but let me just use the basic the way it is. Let me use the basic the way it is. I'm using the basic. So in AI era, let me just type it and leave it like that. And look at what will happen. Can you see on top? Can you see source 9? Can you see that it's starting showing us sites? So it has written us the article, but it did not only write the article. For every line of the article, there is a site that has been cited. So for instance, now let me click on this 5. If I click on it, it will take me to the website it got that information from. Can you see? So that is why I said that Perplexity stands out. It will not only give you information, so it means that it cannot give information that does not exist. You'll be able to speak about it with your chest because you have something to back it up. That's why I like Perplexity. There's a lot you can do. It can do coding, it can do several things, but let me just stop here. And whatever it creates for you, you can export it as either a PDF or a document. You can tell it to rewrite it. You can do a lot more. But look at another thing it did for you. It gave you related questions. So if I click on, okay, which one do I like out of this one? Okay, you have written it, so let me talk about, tell me more about empathy. I click on this, it starts generating about it again. It starts doing research for me again. So you can do chain of research. You know, the only thing Google will have done for you will have just gone do the site, but it did not only go to the site, it created all of these things you are seeing. They are unique. It is a new article, but the source of information you use in writing the article, you know that you just copied something from that site. You only use information from that site to write a new article for you, and it was able to back it up. So you are doing your presentation and you need to cite your source. Perplexity is your go-to. So can we move on? It even showed us steps it took. See, it showed us steps. It said your answer was blah, blah, blah. I say, see, these are the steps it took to get us the answer. How many sources did it? Okay, it cited 9 sources, and these are the sources. So is that okay? Can we move on? I want to move on to something else. So have you seen Perplexity in demonstration? Can we move on? Let me do ideogram. Okay, great. It's free. Yes, it is free. It has a paid version. So what will happen is that when you have exhausted the free one, it will tell you that you wait till maybe 1 hour, 24 hours or something before you can. Not that before you can use it, before you can use some special function. You can still do the regular function for free. So, but it's free to use. Like I told you, the only of all these tools that I'm telling you about that I'm using that is paid is Canva. Others, I'm using them for free, and they are doing amazing work, even if despite the fact that they are free. Okay, let's leave this. Let's go to either ideogram or Leonardo. So don't forget that this is multimodal. It's multimodal. I can actually do. So, for instance, if I want to write a book, I can use it to create research for my book, and I write my book. Okay, let's move to ideogram, which is text to image ideogram. While we're doing ideogram, let me show you a little bit interface of AI Studio. That AI Studio is crazy. Then I will show you, in fact, let me tell you, before this I load, let me tell you something about NoGTP. If I go to my YouTube page, I've installed NoGTP. Don't forget, I said that NoGTP creates notes for you. So let me go to a YouTube channel, look for an article, a video to watch. NoGTP will create the summary of that video. So I don't need to watch that video. It will tell me what that video is all about. So you can use it for research, you can use it to create. See, I want you to tell me which one should we look at out of all of these things. Look at Napkin. I'm going to talk to you about Napkin, don't worry. So let's look at new AI leaders. So I'll click on this. This is an advert. I will forward the advert. Don't worry. I'll skip it.
Most people think the key to
pause it. I don't have time to watch this video. What is this video all about? I can come to transcript. See, it has transcribed. NoGTP has transcribed the video for me. Oh. Can you see it on my right hand side? But beyond transcription, it can summarize the video for me. It's generating a summary. It can also, then you also have some preloaded prompts. I can tell it to turn that video to a tweet. I can tell it to turn that video to a blog post, to make it an essay, to make it a study line generator. I can tell it to convert this video to a PowerPoint presentation. So maybe you do knowledge sharing in your office and they gave you a topic. can look for the video to do that topic and you generate PowerPoint presentation for me. See, it has given us the summary. It said the video challenges the common belief of mastering prompt engineering, blah, blah, blah. It also gave us highlight of the video. Can you see it? And I'm using the free version. And it's not illegal. I'm not using crack version, as in free, that they gave me free. So this NodeGTP is what we call, it is a plugin. You just go to your Chrome. When you go to your Chrome, just search for NodeGTP. Once you install it, it will automatically show anytime you are in your YouTube page. So you don't need to read anything. You don't need to listen to any video. Just come here. It summarizes for you, analyzes for you. So do we get NodeGTP? Can I move on? Do we get NodeGTP?
So before you proceed, someone
sir.
is asking a question that, do you need to install this application on your computer before you can use them? No, I don't think so, but let me allow the experts to talk.
You don't need to. You don't need to install them. Like I told you, I don't even have any of them installed on my PC. See, all of them, I'm using their web application. You know, you have mobile application, that is you need to install on your laptop, on your phone, or that's mobile application. And many of them have mobile application. But they also have their websites. I am accessing all that I've spoken to you about today, and I've showed you today. I am accessing them from the website. So you don't need to install them. The only thing that I installed is a Chrome extension, which is this NodeGTP. I did not install it on my laptop. I installed it in my Chrome. So anywhere I am, once I log into my Chrome browser, even on my phone, once I log into my Chrome browser, it will be activated because my Chrome browser is linked to my email address. So if I go to visit Bio in the US and I didn't have my laptop or anything, once I log into my Chrome on his laptop, it brings all of these things for me. And it will be like I'm the one that, I'll be using it like I'm using my laptop. So I'm not installing it on my laptop. I install it as a plugin. This is the only one I installed as plugin. Others, I use them on their web application. Is that clear? Can I move on? Can I run?
Yes, before you move on, I have one more question again. There's someone in the chat also asking a question, but let's talk about something that's really, really important to someone like me. How do we make money from this thing? Can you open our eyes to possibilities of, making millions of dollars? I know we've talked about all these tools, but how can we leverage it to make money?
Okay.
Before you move to the next tool.
To answer your question, I have talked, number one, you can document your expertise. You are good at something. You can write a book. You can create, and let me show you something. I want to give you a prompt. Let me go to ChatGPT. You know, my plea with us is that I want us to stop using AI casually. For instance, now I can put my picture in this ChatGPT, and my picture, I'm not holding anything. I can tell it to redo my picture holding a phone or holding a tea or a coffee or something. In that case, you can start an advert agency. So you can start an AI-enabled business. That's one way you can use it to make money. But let me show you something. Let me show you something. We're in ChatGPT now. Oh, it's a pity that I can't go deep into all of this, but let's just start something. Let me just show you something. See, let's talk about not using AI casually. Look at what I did. Look at what I did. Can you read what I've written here? Let me start and say that I'll make it bigger. I'm not supposed to show you this prompt, but I'm just giving you one prompt. Look at this prompt. See, Bio, can you please read?
Yes, act as a top.
Yeah, go on.
Act as a top 1% prompt engineer and rewrite this prompt. You are the best AI whisperer. You know how to get the best results from ChatGPT or any other LLM. Here is the prompt I want you to write and optimize. Know that opportunities comes but once and may never chance to make another first impression that can give me opportunities of a lifetime. With that, you know about me. Help create a perfect way to answer the question. Tell me about yourself.
So now see what it has done. So I told it to do that. Now it created a prompt for me. If I copy this prompt, because I use ChatGPT a lot, there's one prompt that I have. The prompt I will tell ChatGPT to act as let me see what I can send. No, I will send all of these things to, if you can have like a party to be nice, but let me see if I can send all of these things to our But if you're the kind of person that use AI a lot, ChatGPT in particular a lot, there's some prompt I can give you that will let you know your weakness, will help you know how to improve yourself and how to leverage yourself. So I typed this and I said, because he knows what I do, so I'll copy it. If I copy this more now and paste it into ChatGPT, let me show you what he wrote for me. So I wanted to let me know how I can introduce myself. So let me see whether I can see it here. Okay, good. I'll say one. Crafting a perfect introduction. I'm just waiting for it. So while I'm waiting for it to load, let me answer Bio's question. Number one, you can tell ChatGPT what to do and tell you, there was a time I had some ideas that I believe was the Spirit of God that gave me those ideas. They were raw. And I fed it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT taught me how to leverage on those businesses and all of that. See, now let's look at one of the prompts I have here. Say improve and polish. Okay, no, that is not it. So that's one. Let me tell you one way I use ChatGPT or any of this AI tool. If you want to write a sentence, you want to post somebody, you can post that sentence and say, improve and polish it. Don't alter my meaning, but just make it more polished and all that. I need to do that for you. Now I've seen one elevator speech. See what I did. I said, so I copied that prompt. So I said you should write an elevator speech for me. Now let's look at the elevator speech he has written for me. Oh, okay, this is a prompt. Oh, because of time, sorry. Let me just look for the result he has given. Okay, I think I opened some for you here. Freelance. Okay, see. Look at this now. All the things I wanted to say today, I presented into ChatGPT, and see, I can create a workbook from our class today. I have a workbook I can sell if I want to sell, but I'm not here to sell anything to you. So that's one way you can make money. If you put all of these things on Seller, you make a lot of money from it. Sorry, I'm looking for a prompt. Because of time now, I'm already getting. I wish we had a long time. Don't worry, let's just leave it. Let me move to something else.
Let's leave it if you can't find it. Yeah. Before we move on, please, there's one more question in the chat box. Someone is into gaming and the person is trying to find out how can someone do this or advertisement.
I didn't get that.
Oh, okay. I think I understand what the person is trying to say. I think the person is into gaming and the person is trying to find out how he can advertise his or her business.
Okay. So let me tell you something. Seth Godin said that the only marketing that remains and exists is content marketing. Content marketing is a way of selling without sounding salesy. My answer to this question is that add value to people. And thank God you can use all of these AI tools to do that. You say, you can tell AI that this is who I am. I want you to act as a social media strategist of 20 years experience. This is what I do. Just this question. Okay. Let's do the talk. Okay. Let's do the talk. Let's answer this question for you. So I'll go to the chatbot and copy your question. Please, how can you, okay, no. Please, can you provide materials for today's lecture? That one, I don't know, but it's recorded, Sha. Okay, look at this now. Acts as, don't forget, see what I'm doing now. I gave it a persona. I said you should act as a social, as an adverting expert, act as an advert expert or pro. Okay, so look at what I will do now. Look at what I will do. I will start this. I will say it should act. So if you don't know how to, I don't have time to talk about prompt engineering. So if you don't know how to prompt, just come here and say, act as a prompt engineer refine this prompt. Let me just basic. I would like to use, say you should think longer. Okay. Just look at what it will do for me. Good. It has, I will not copy this prompt. I use AI to create prompt for AI. I will copy it and go here. Let me tell you another way you can use prompt engineering in an advanced way. If you see an outcome, normally you tell AI this is the outcome I want. Provide it for me. If you see an outcome, you can paste it inside AI and say, I want you to act as a reverse engineer and create the prompt that I can use to create this result. So how can you use this? If you, for example, someone like Fresh Prince that he does a lot of social media, is active online. So you can pick one of your strategies or one of your top article or video, tell AI to act as a prompt engineer. You should do a reverse engineer and give you a prompt that created something similar to that. So once you create that template, all you need to be doing is just to be changing the title. So maybe today you talked about relationship, tomorrow just feed it in and talk about something else. If you write it like it was Fresh Prince that wrote it. I hope you got that. Put that on your right hand, so that on your left hand, so that you don't eat with it. Don't mind me. Okay, so let me paste this. I don't want to tweak it. I just want to use it the way it is. Let's read the prompt together. Act as an advanced expert for gaming industry. If someone creates games, streaming, blah, blah, blah. Let me click enter, and then it will answer your question for you. It's telling me coach because it knows that I'm a coach. I train people, so that's why it's answering me. There's a way you can tweak your ChatGPT so that I can sound human, but I'm not sure we have time to go into that. But look at this. Act as a gaming. Okay, let me still copy it. I will say implement in the mens. Okay. So it's answering your question. Whether you're a gaming developer or streamer, AI is how to realistically grow your visibility, connect with your audience, and boost engagement. Number one, know your target audience. I teach these people a lot of this. You need to know your target audience. You cannot sell to everybody. Leverage on social media, collaborate, content. You see, I told you about content. Content builds authority. So what I can do for you is that I can copy this link. Let me share this with you. Let me share this with you so that the interesting is I can share this conversation so that I can take it further with AI. Okay, do you know what? I will give you, everybody, you have access to my number. So I will copy this for you so that you can continue this in ChatGPT. I hope this is helpful. I'll copy this and send to you so that you can go through it. Does anybody want to ask any question again so that we can use AI to create solution for you? Well, there's something I did for myself. Let me see what I can. Oh, I've seen what I'm looking for. Share. Create a link. So I've copied the link. I'm putting it in the chat box. Make sure you copy it. Whoever has that question, copy it. So what you will do is that if you click on that link, if you are already using ChatGPT, if you click on that link, you can continue from there. Okay. So I've posted it. Just copy it there and keep it. I will try and copy it to the group too. Okay, I want to show you something. There's something I did, and I pray I will get it so that I can. Okay, let me go to I've created a crash course workbook for Moremi High School. But let me go to my curated prompt. Yeah, I created a prompt for us. Let me see. AI can act as your prompt and answer. I think what I would do here is I'll just take questions because there's so much more that we can do, but we don't have time. Please, can you suggest AI good for? Okay, good. For content creation, Bisayo, good. Bisayo, ChatGPT is good for creating content. Okay? Just don't forget the prompt. Act as a this, and give me strategies to create a whatever. So if you tell me what you do now, Bisayo, I can do a demo for you right away, okay? If you can just do a little bit of whether it is in your career or whatever area you want to create content in, if you tell me, I can do that.
So, Mr. Shobola, one more thing. While
Yes,
you're
please.
addressing Abisayo's question. Please, I know we have other tools that we want you to touch on. We're short on time, but I want to first and foremost say thank you to everybody for staying with us. I know we've gone above the 1 hour limit, but please and please, we're trying to get a lot into this short session. So please, after this one, let's move to another tool so we keep it rolling. We can have another session again later on, but
Okay.
let's
While we're
keep it
waiting for
rolling.
Bisayo, while we're waiting for Bisayo, let me show you something. Let me show you a secret. This is Notebook LM. It is free to use. So look at what I did. Notebook LM can take up to about 50 sources. Okay? Your source can be ebook, it can be PowerPoint, it can be video. And see, all my talk on AI, I fed it the link from YouTube. You can copy YouTube link and paste it here. All you need to do is just come here, click on Add Source. See, your source can be, say, I've used 31 out of 50 sources. It's not that at once, though. I'm talking about you can have several conversations, but per conversation, you can have up to about 50 sources. It can be Google Drive, it can be Google Slide, it can be website link, it can be a YouTube link, it can be a text. So I pasted this. See, all this 30, that's what I use in creating this. I have created a book for this class. So I was telling you about prompt engineering. I talked about you need to assign a role to ChatGPT, a task, a format, and all of that. But that's not where I'm going to. What I'm going to is that how this AI tool is good. After pasting all of this material, all of these links, if I click on load, it will create a podcast. So if you are the one that created an article or you wrote something and you fed it in here, 2 people will discuss your book or your article. And it's free to use. And you can do it in different languages. Let me play this for you. See, all I pasted were, see, these are the things I pasted, though. These are the things I pasted. And it converted it to a podcast. That's another way you can make money. You can post this, you can be creating podcasts and posting on social media and make money for you. Then don't forget, it can be your strategist. It's a bit that I don't have time today to talk about it. You know, you can tell AI to act as a strategist. I have a lot of prompts, but I don't have time to go into all of them and show you. You can act AI. I have classes on them, 7 days and all of that 1 week. So, but you can act AI to act as an expert in a field and give you advice. And it will give you advice. One of the ways I use is that if I'm trying to do something, I will tell ChatGPT to act as a devil's advocate. Maybe you are trying to sell something to a client, and you want to envisage objections you can have. That's when you tell ChatGPT to act as a devil's advocate. You tell all the things that is wrong with your proposal, and then you'll be able to get answer for that. But let's look at this thing that I just created using.
Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, today we're trying to cut through some of the noise around AI. It feels like for a lot of people it's still pretty complex, maybe even, a bit intimidating. But what if it wasn't? What if AI was actually, well, like an intuitive co-pilot, something ready to simplify your toughest tasks, help you move forward faster? We've looked through quite a range of sources, executive guides, real-world stories, tool guides, trying to pull out the really actionable stuff specifically for you listening right now.
Right. And that brings up a really important question, doesn't it? How do we get past just sort of...
I used to say that all those voices are AI. So when you give a material into Notebook LM, whether it's your textbook or your lectures, anything, or a video, you can create that podcast I just sent you. This podcast, I will also post it in our group so that you listen to it. It's about 60 minutes. But beyond that, it will create a briefing document. It creates a mind map. Let me show you the mind map. See, it created a mind map for me on all the road materials. See. And if I click on each one, for instance, now let me go back to the mind map. If I click on introduction and importance of AI or capabilities of AI, let me pick one of these. Let's say prompt engineering. If I click on it, it writes, see, it gave it a prompt, said, discuss what this source is. Says about prompt engineering. Talking in larger context of AI for executive, thriving an AI era. This is my topic. So it's good to write in my topic. The interesting thing about Notebook LM is that you are the one that gave Notebook LM the sources. So it's not going to go out of your source, but you can convert your source to anything. For instance, if you have a picture or a PowerPoint You feed it that PowerPoint, it can say you should convert that PowerPoint to a master class or to an MBA, and it should do it. So look at it now. Can you see that? All I did was just to click one of those link in the what do you call it? In the mind map, and see it has created it for me. It can do question and answer for you. So when you click on, let me show you. So this thing creates a lot of materials for you. So it's good for students, for somebody that is studying. It will create a study guide. It will create a frequently asked question. It will create a briefing document. So let's see each of those ones. I'll look for briefing documents, frequently asked questions, study guide from all the sources that I gave it. So it is always good for per conversation. Make sure that all the topics are related. If you look at it, say 3 ChatGPT prompts, how to start, all of them are about AI and prompt engineering and how to use AI. And many of them, see, when you see anything that you see is GT something, they are recordings of my Zoom trainings. All the trainings I've had for people, I will just paste them here. It will help me refine them so that they will sound more fun, published and all that. Now let's see. It has created, so how many things did we create? We created study guide, frequently asked question, brief frequent document. Let's start from frequently asked question. From my materials, where's the frequently asked question? Yes, this is it. See, look at the FAQ created for me. Can you see it? You can see it. Look at the FAQ created for me from the source. So if when I was teaching, I was training somebody, said, he wish he knew this thing when he was in school, that he would have been calling all A. Maximizing AI. How can AI assist in building and reducing personal and rebuilding personal confidence? Is in my notes. And see, it has created that for me. And then many, many more things. See, what are the key elements, blah, 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 blah. It will give questions, it will give you answers. But utilizing prompt framework. You know, I was telling you about framework. Role task format. Define a role, assign a task, then tell AI your desired output. If you do this, you get better results from AI. I'm sorry, I have to rush. There's another one, bridge after. All of this, it got it from my videos. All the classes I've had, all those 7-day classes I told you I had from some people, I fed it into this notebook LM, and then it created this material for me. Look at this. How can AI tool like Gemini, blah, blah, blah. Let's go down to the end. So it created materials for me that I can study. So even if you didn't attend my class, if I gave you all these materials and you study it, you understand what went on in my class. There's even cues. See, it created a comprehensive study guide. What are the blah, 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 and it will also give you answer. So you see that this will help you study. See, he also gave us glossary. There are some terms that I mentioned that you may not know the meaning. He answered all of those things. So imagine if I combine all of these things together, I can, from all my lectures and my trainings, I can create a book. That's one way you can use this to make money. And of course, you can use it to advance your career. I can tell you to convert it to social media posts for me. So I hope you learned from this. I need to run because of time. So podcasts, it creates study material, study guide, and I'm using a free version of it. Let me show you how it looks like. So this is the way it looks like. So look at different notebooks I've created. In fact, what happened is that I'm using 2 accounts. This is not my real account because I've exhausted my real account. So if you exhaust your account, let's say you have created 10, let's say the max you can create is 25 notebooks like this. If you are done with one, you can just delete one, and then you have a free one to use again. So that's that about Notebook LM. Let me teach you one more thing before we go. It's called Gemini. Let me show you Gemini. Gemini has something crazy. Gemini has something crazy that I want to show you. All of this things I'm showing you, I actually teach people in my paid class, but since we have something that connects all of us, which is our alma mater, so, you know, when you're using AI, you prompt it, you give it prompt. What are prompts? Prompt are instruction you give AI. And I said that it's good you learn prompt engineering. What is prompt engineering? Learning how to speak to AI in a way it understands. If you don't want to learn about prompt engineering, let me show you a shortcut. Gemini is like ChatGPT, but Gemini is owned by Google, okay? It can create books, it can create articles, it can create, you can use it to code. You can use it to do all of those things that ChatGPT can do. But let me show you one thing that it has it has something that is called Gem. How do you use Gem? If there's a prompt that you use all the time, you can, instead of going to look for that prompt or be saving it, be copying it, you can save it inside Gem. Gem is similar to what they call GPTs in ChatGPT. They are like pre-installed prompts. So they have the one they have. If I go to Brainstormer now, any topic I give to it, it will brainstorm. If I go to Learning Coach now, any topic I give it, it will teach me that topic. So let's say I say AI and future of work, okay? And I click enter, it will start teaching me about AI. It will give me answer, it will answer me, to test me. So I will not go through, I will not follow everything. I'll just show you something. So he said, this is fantastic, blah, blah, blah. Let's break it down. And then he says AI, blah, 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 blah. Then he now say, by the end of this plan, this is what you get. So it's asking me, do you want to dive in? If I say yes, it will continue. Let me just say yes, and I'll stop there. So that's it. I'm showing you how Gems work, or in ChatGPT, they call them GPT. Maybe I'll show you one GTP in ChatGPT that will help you to write a book. Then we'll call it a day. I'll take questions, and then we'll call it a day. So let me show you how to create or get this gem. So if you go to Explore Gem, you will see some that they have created for you. See, these are some of the ones that Google created. See, there's a coding partner. So for the person who does game, you can come here to help to level your coding. If you do the coding, it can help you improve on it. There's a writing editor. There's this. But what I want to show you is that you can use this gem as a prompt engineer. So I want to ask somebody a question. What will you like? For example, I've showed you one that can help you to code. I showed you one. I have one in my arsenal that's helped me to create. It will help me convert all my articles to sound like TEDx, like TED Talk. There's one that helped me to do the one that will do PowerPoint presentation. Talking about PowerPoint presentation, I need to show you something before I go. Please remind me that I show you about Gamma and Napkin, then we'll call it a day. So now I want to ask a question. What prompt do you want to create? Anybody? What prompt do you want to create? Anybody? Yes, there's a free version. Anybody, please wait. There's no time. Okay, let me say a book, let me say book, help me write, help me write non-fiction book. Okay, that is a base prompt. I can even say act as a. Let me just leave it like that. So can you see this button? Can you see this pen-like button? Please, I want you to be sure. Answer me. Say yes if you can see it.
We can see it. We can see it.
I want to perform a magic now.
Yes,
so
please.
This thing you can. So I'll click on it. See, use Gemini to rewrite. It will rewrite it for me and write it as a very good professional prompt. Just watch what is happening now. I just gave it one line prompt. See what it gave me. See what it gave me. So I will say book writer. So you can save it or you can copy it and go and use it in any other AI tool. Let's look at what it has done. I said book writer. Now look at what it has done. I said purpose and goals. Assist the user in outlining, researching, and writing book. Refining non-fiction book. Can you see? So I will save it. So once you save it, you can go back to your gem and look for it. Explore gem. See, let me tell you, there's someone, for instance now, if you are the kind of person that do a lot of stuff on social media, on YouTube, you can post one of your videos on YouTube. You can use the Notebook LM to extract the transcript. And when you post it in one of my this thing here, it will create a 60 or 50-day social media calendar for you. But let's look at this one. Please mute your mic. Mute your mic. There's somebody's making noise.
Mute your mic.
So look at the book writer. So what book should we write? I'll just demonstrate. I won't go deep into it. I want to show you another thing. So the book writer.
Basic electronics.
Good. Basic
electronics.
Electronics.
Yes.
Why? For what's is this secondary school, university, or for should we look? Do you know what? Let's read it. Let's say basic electronics for dummies.
Okay.
Is that okay? I love to write books, or I like to write for dummy books a lot, for dummies. Okay, just look at what happened. See, that's all I did was just basic electronics for dummies. Look at what will happen now. See, Fantastic. So to get started, could you tell me a bit about your vision for the book? It's following the instruction we gave it in that prompt. So anytime I want to write a book, I will just go to that gem. So if you answer all of these questions, it will, let's see whether we can answer one or two of them. Or let me just say I'm not sure. Because of time,
Let's move to the PowerPoint. We're running out of
I'm not
time.
sure. Let me say I'm not sure
Yeah.
so that I'm not sure. Just look at what it will do. If I had given him more details, it will create the outline. It will just right. It's asking me lots of those questions because he wants to give me the perfect book. That is what makes the difference between you just typing, but using a pop-up. See, it has started writing it. But if I've given it more detail, the book will be like you are the one that wrote the book. See, are you ready to peel the back, the curtain, blah, 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 blah. Can you see? It started writing the book for you. And then it will now begin to move from one step to another, and you begin to write each chapter of the book, like that, like that, like that. But because of time, I don't have time. So let's go to the one that will help you with PowerPoint presentation. Yes. So one that will help you is called Gamma AI. All of this one, I can give you the link to them. Gamma AI, let's still use the basic electronics topic for dummies. For Gamma AI, all I need to do is just click Write with AI. I can still do all of it. I have outlines that I've already created. I can feed it into it, but I don't want an outline. I just want to write. I'll say generate. Just look at what will happen. Basic electronics for dummies. See, generate outline. So you need to be sure that you need to pick presentation because you can create a web page for you, can create a document, you can create a social media post. So, but what we want is dummies, is a presentation, and I want you to use 10 cards. The limitation here is that you can only use 10 cards. 10 cards is the number of slides. If you want more, you need to pay. So, but me, I don't need more than that. So generate outline. It will generate outlines. Once you like the outline, you move further. But if you don't like the outline, you can tweak the outline. Let's assume we like the outline. Okay. Next, I pick the one I like. Blue, black. Which one should we pick? Orange. Which one should we pick? So we pick it. White. Is it this one, Bayo? The first one? Cornflower.
Yes.
Okay, so I click on cornflower. You can minimal. Let's just leave it as concise. You can say the kind of AI image you want. Let me just leave it like that. You can give it more prompt. I can say that I should make it only blacks, but let's just use it like that. Click generate, and then it will generate a PowerPoint presentation for you. How do you make money from this? Tell your colleagues, I can create PowerPoint presentation for you. See, I do it. I make money from it. All you need to do for me is just give me your title. I will create your PowerPoint presentation. Not only will I create your PowerPoint presentation, and I will use AI. I will create your speaking points, what you should say, when you should say, how you will pause. And then I can also create the audio version of it. And I can charge you like 50,000 naira. And it may not take me more than 20, 30 minutes to do. Can you see? So the person who asks, what do you think about this? The person who asks about basic electronics, let's present, let's go back. See, introduction to basic electronics, welcome, blah, 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 blah. See, basic electronics, resistor, capacitor, blah, 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 components. See, understanding? All I did was I gave it a topic. All I did was do what? And see, look at this. Is this not beautiful? See, it even gave us a schematic diagram. You told you what a schematic diagram is about? See, building. So how can you use it as a teacher? Or AI as a teacher? You can create, I even train my children's school teachers on how to use AI. You can use to create your outline, your, what do you call it? Your curriculum and all of that. The last one is Napkin AI, then I'll take question. So you see that this is not the class. So when I tell people that I teach this over 7 days, sometimes even months, Napkin AI, but I'm not going to talk about my classes. I have paid classes, but today is not about paid class. It's just for you to just teach it for free, and something can start. But I hope you have gained something. I hope you have value. I hope we had like 3 days. We'll have just used the first day to do introduction. We'll now begin to pick each of those tools and all of that one by one. But sorry, no time. I'm already feeling so thirsty now.
Thank you.
So just like similar to Gamma, I will just click draft with AI. I give it a topic. Should we still use its topic, or does anybody have any topic? Any topic?
Just use let's use the electronics one again.
Okay.
So just one more
Basic.
time. What does the napkin do?
You see it now. Let me allow you to see. It's a text to image AI. It creates visuals for you, basic. So you can actually, for instance, now, do you remember that place where I showed you overviews of AI, where you see those things, AI, text to speech, text to this, and you also an image. All I gave it was just, these are my overviews, but I didn't use, okay, let me come to create napkin. So you can do this, draft it AI. You can either give it a topic, okay, basic electronics. For dummies, okay? Just click enter and see what's going to happen. See, can you see it has created an outline for you? Now, I want to show you magic now. See, so either you have your own outline or you let it create outline for you. I want to show you magic now. Should we perform magic? What is, so let's say, hey, I like this part. Look at this part now. I can come here. Let's even start with this. See, can you see this circle? Click it. It will create visuals for you. Can you see? You can prompt, so instead of writing this text now, I will just use this image. Somebody is writing on my page now. You will not let people see it very properly. And then I can still go further and change the one, look, just the one that is close to what I like. Can you see? But I think I like the first one. So you click that, you can change the color, change everything. You move to the next one. I want to highlight all of this together. I will highlight all of this together and create. I can do each one, but I want to do all of them together. Click on it again. It will create visuals for it. I can download it as PowerPoint. So it's good for, you are trying to teach a concept and you want people to visualize. Can you see? See. So I can pick what I want. I can even prompt it. I can even customize it, but I don't have time to do that. Let's just pick this.
Please go on mute.
Okay,
we're almost wrapping up.
I would like to stop here. I want to stop here now because I can go on and on. We have spent 2 hours, 25 minutes, and we're supposed to be doing 1 hour. Let me stop here.
Yes.
I'll take questions. First of all, I want to be sure that you got value. I want to be sure that I didn't waste your time. I want to be sure that this thing is going to help you so much. I will try and see if I can curate some prompt for you that you use in ChatGPT and all of this AI tool. But let me stop here because I'm already fagged out.
Thank you. We really appreciate your time, Mr. Shobola. Thank you. Before we continue, we have a question in the chat room from Mr. Adenoju. How do we avoid plagiarism with AI in academic research?
That's a good question. That's a good question. One way you can do that is that you can use, I told you about, when we started, I told you about paraphrasers. There are some paraphrasing tools that you can use. But the most important way, I tell people that don't take whatever AI gives to you verbatim. Add your own to it. Improve on it. So with that, there will be no plagiarism. And then don't forget, I told you that what Perplexity did for you, Perplexity will not just copy somebody's stuff for you. It will tell you the sources and create something new from it. You know, I tell people that there's nothing new under the earth. So if Bio says go, Bio cannot, if I now say go again, Bio can say I copied him. But I can reframe that go. And it has become my own. That way, I think you can avoid plagiarism. And then if you learn prompt engineering properly, it will help you over. Don't forget, everything AI creates for you. They are new things. They are unique. Just that he has access. It's just like you're in class, okay? And your lecturer is teaching you. Your lecturer is teaching you. And then you now say, okay, all I've taught you, say it in your own word. When you say it in your own word, there's no plagiarism there. I hope I answered your question, sir.
Okay. I think that's good. Let's see. We have a whole lot of people in the house. Please kindly help us. Do you have any question? If you have any question, you can unmute yourself and go ahead with the question.
So while we're waiting, there's something I wrote here. You know, I was at a training recently and Fela Kuti was speaking there and he taught us some, said, what should you stop doing? What should you start doing? What should you continue doing? So I use AI to create that for you. And while I'm waiting for questions, I'll just read it to you. that when you are using AI, what should you stop doing? What should you start doing? Okay, I have it here. So while I'm waiting, let me read it. What should you stop doing? Stop thinking of AI as just a vending machine or like your advanced Google. It's much more. That's one. Two, stop settling for the first answer AI gives you. The best stuff comes from talking back and forth, back and forth. In fact, what you can do is, if you want to write a book, don't just tell AI to write a book for you. If you want to write an academic stuff, that's one way you can make sure that it's not, there's no plagiarizing. Tell it to ask a question first, so that it will understand your context and to be able to create something that is unique to you. Okay? How can we reach out? Please, Byron, let me look at those questions. So let me quickly run through what you must stop doing, what you must start doing. So again, crucially, stop putting sensitive confidence in your hair. When you're using AI, don't put sensitive information there, please. Like your password, your PIN, and all of those things. Just use it to improve on yourself. Don't put sensitive information there. Okay, so always double check. Always double check. Number two, what must I start doing? Number one, start treating AI like a strategic partner. See, it's just a piece that I didn't have time. That was a concept he created for me. I was thinking about, I pasted a prompt. I said, based on what he knows about me, he should tell me some things about myself, how to take myself to the next level. The way all this I'm teaching you, I learned them on my own. So I'm not like Bayo that worked in a structured organization. So it affected me a lot as a business person because I started as a freelancer. And it got to a state that I know that I cannot go beyond certain level just as an ordinary freelancer. I know that I needed to be a business person. I need to use other people's talent and time. I have an issue with, telling people to do things for me because I prefer to do things myself. But I can't make progress that way. There's a level you can go as a freelancer. So even you that you are saying that you are creating games, there's a level you can get to. You need to create a business where you now use the advantage of other people who create games. So when I saw that about myself, because I had a shift early this year, when I was praying, the Holy Spirit showed me some things. So I had a shift. I knew that I need to move from just ordinary freelancer to a business owner, to employing people. So I used AI to create a strategy for myself. When he brought out that strategy, I was amazed. I thought I would be able to show you that strategy, but because of my time, I couldn't show you. Maybe if I have opportunity next time, I will show you. So what should you start doing? So start training AI. Start treating AI as a strategic partner, a co-founder, a cognitive companion, that is a thinking partner. Start mastering prompts frameworks like RTF, that is role task format, like BAB, before, after, bridge, and all of that. Start getting into iterative refinement. When AI gives you something, do back and forth with AI, okay? Do back and forth with AI. Then start delegating, start using GEMS and GPT, like I told you. Then start delegating repetitive and time-consuming tasks to AI so that you can free up time for yourself to do more important things like thinking and all of that. Okay, I'm almost done with it. What else? This page 2, 3. Wow, just give me 1 minute. I want to. Okay, good. This is the last one. I said this thing I can give them to you so that you can print it out. So I said keep the journey of learning, unlearning, and relearning. It's never ending. Always apply your human judgment, because I told you that AI does not have emotions. Always apply your human judgment, culture, and wisdom to whatever final decision you're making based on what AI gives you. Remember, AI helps, it does not replace you. But the people who use AI will replace people who will not use AI. Keep critically evaluating AI's output for any bias or anything that or always ensure accuracy, because you're right to make sure it's your own job to make sure that you get good accuracy. And the last but not the least, keep connecting with other people in learning. Okay, let me leave that one. So I think I am done with that. I am done. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me all I planned, but let me stop there. See, I can't.
Let me jump in. I know, but this is really, really great. I must commend you for this wonderful presentation. But we don't have the time again. We planned for 1 hour, but we've spent almost 2 hours and how many minutes now doing this? Over 2 hours doing this. So I must say thank you to you. But before I go on, I want to recognize the presence of some very important people in our midst. They are the brains behind most of these things that we do. First and foremost, I will start with our president, Professor Seyi Osunade is actually in our midst. We say thank you for coming. Thank you for joining this session. I'm sure you have one or two things to say. And I also have the vice president in our midst. I'm so happy to have Dr. Gochukwu, who doubles as the president of 91 Cent, also in our midst. Let me allow the president to say one or two things, and I will wrap up in the next few seconds. Well, please stay tuned with us. We'll soon wrap up. Thank you. Professor Osunade, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, and thank you to our presenter for today. I can see you came in very loaded, and we appreciate that. And I can see some feedback on the general platform, text to song, and so on. Some of the practical things you have done. Thank you so much. To everybody who has been able to attend today, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We value your time. And we pray that this knowledge will be useful to you as an individual, as a business, and to also our community as we work on building our community to become a force to be reckoned with. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great time. Let's wait for Bayo to wrap up, please. Thank you. Bayo.
Okay. Once again, I just want to say a big thank you to Mr. Shobola for this wonderful presentation. I must say this, I have never ever seen a training last for this long and people stayed consistently from the beginning till the end. Most trainings we've had in the past, a lot of people start falling off in the first 15, 20 minutes. But we have 42 participants on the call. That says a lot about your presentation. Mr. Shobola, we say thank you one more time on behalf of all the MHS Excos. I take this time to say thank you to every one of you. I know you could be doing other things today. There are so many things you could be doing with your time, but you spared time this morning to come join us. We appreciate you all. Thank you for your support from time to time. You continue to support us in ways that we cannot even underestimate in any way. God bless you all. We'll have a follow-up session most likely to this. We rushed a lot of things, but we'll continue to have more and more sessions. If you have anything you want to talk about, please kindly reach out to me. You're an expert in a certain field and you want to impact knowledge, please let us know. We don't have to reach out before you let us know. Once again, I say thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. My name is Adebayo Adeshida, the Public Relations Officer representing all the Hexcos. Have a wonderful day. Please leave your comments on the WhatsApp group. On the WhatsApp group, we need your comments. Let this conversation keep going. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
And you too. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Luafisoye, Dr. Gochukwu, thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you very much, sir. I proceed.